Hey guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today is day 24 of Ethany's hashtag 31 Days of Tarot 2019, and I'm like, woo, we only got just some days left here in January. Today's prompt asks us which tarot card in a tarot deck is the most misunderstood and why. So which card is the most misunderstood? And I believe that is the Devil card. By the way, I just love these cards. This is the Pushing the Cat tarot deck, and it was like one of those free download decks, and you can just, as long as you print them out, and so it's not really like a deck that's sold. So but anyway, the Devil card, and I love the depiction of the devil here. So we have this stegosaurus pushing little bones and everything everywhere. When it comes to the Devil card, I mean, there's certain cards that when people get in a reading, they're like, no, why? And that's it's the Tower card, it's the Death card, and I think it's the Devil, and for some people it might be a few others, but those are the ones that I think really stand out as please, 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 I don't want the Tower card, I don't want the Devil card, and I don't want the Death card, because they all mean, well, I mean, at least Tower and Death, are big changes and transformations and things. And with the Devil card, the reason I think it's the most misunderstood is because when we hear the devil, that's it's ingrained in our brains, this whole societal thing, of religious, backlash of the devil is the most evil thing, in the energetic universe. It's the leader of hell. Hell is where you go when you're a sinner and when you're bad, and so it's it has all this negative connotation. The devil is it's the worst thing ever. It's fire and brimstone and suffering, and so a lot of people, I think, on a subconscious level, I don't even think you have to have been raised Catholic or Christian or whatever to, I have friends my who were raised in more of a Buddhist household, and even when they hear the word the devil, they're like, ooh, the devil, ooh, devil's bad. It's just this, it's something that people fear. We fear this, the devil. So when this card comes up, I think that most people jump to something horrible, something scary, something devil, and of course in the Rider-Waite-Smith, the devil, obviously it doesn't have this depiction, but you see this horned person who's hooved, kind of actually coming from Pan, the mythological creature who had the hooved feet, and he wasn't scary at all, but he was more about the fruits of the world, and the joys of the world that we live in, enjoying the world around you. And so here you have, in this depiction, it would be this scary red devil creature, it's not Pan anymore, and you have these two naked people. So you have this naked dude, naked lady, and they are chained to basically the devil. And so I think right away there's so many negative connotations. You got this scary beastie creature. You have people with chains around their necks, and they're being chained to this thing. And so, but kind of what it means is just being it's addictions, or it's chained to something. And so I don't see it obviously as an actual devil, and I don't see it as evil at all. That when I see the Devil card, to me, sometimes in a reading, it's actually for people to let loose. That I think people are somewhat chained to their desks, are paying too much attention to work and things like that, and it's just more get out there and party. So I see it more as having fun and enjoying the world around you, kind of more of how Pan, might be, instead of this devil, because I think that's just, I think people have said before that that's kind of how Christianity had changed a lot of the like pagan gods and goddesses and like mythical creatures and like you know, fairies and, you know, and all of this, and to make them like bad. And so like Pan became this like bad devil thing that became like leader of hell, you know. So that's like what. So to me it's more of like, hey, let loose. Hey, it's time to, you know, party up just a little bit, you know, give yourself a break. You're working a little too hard. Yes, I do think also it could be addictions, but sometimes I think it's not always like scary, like you have an alcohol addiction or you have a drug addiction or, you know, you have this addiction. Sometimes I think, you know, depending on the reading and how lighthearted it could be, sometimes it could be like, I see you've been indulging in the chocolate there a little bit too much. You might want to rein that back a little bit, especially if you're trying to, you know, meet your dietary goals and, you know, your whatever your health goals are. You may not want to have so much sugar in the diet. You know, it's like kind of like stuff like that. So I think when it comes to the devil card, have a little bit of fun, like little Pusheen over here. I would say, you know, if your brain automatically takes it to like that dark place of like Satan, the devil, hell, and you're like the human being just like chained to this thing, you know, think of it in the most positive way possible, you know, because I don't ever think that when we're receiving guidance, you know, which through a tarot reading, it's guidance, that our guides and the universe are never trying to scare us and never trying to, you know, they're just trying to help us along. And so like they don't like give us like, you know, have us pull out a tarot, a devil card in the tarot, and it's like ooh, devil, scary, Satan, like, you know, it's like, hey, like maybe you just take it in the best way possible. It's like, hey, maybe you've been a little chained up lately, so to speak, or maybe you're really tied up, you know, in work right now, and so it's like trying to figure out, okay, so yeah, you know, things have been a little cray cray, you know, what could I do to straighten it out, or like, yeah, I think it's time to let my hair down, you know, right? I'm kind of like let my hair down right now. Or yeah, I think I've been, you know, overindulging, you know, maybe in the wine lately. I just gotta like pull it back. And so for this, I think it's more of you know, just it's the world around us. It's just a gentle reminder of how much we are indulging in and taking part in the beautiful material world around us. You know, so to me, I fear no devil. So yeah. So that's why I think the most misunderstood card is the devil, because I think people take it so negatively, just because of merely the name, and I think sometimes the rather negative depiction that is on the card. But yeah, it's, to me, definitely it's just taking stock of like where a lot of our energy is being spent, or it's just like a, hey, time to let loose just a little bit. All right, so that's my answer to that. I hope that made sense. But yeah, I do not fear the devil card. Actually, there are no cards that I fear in the tarot, because basically it's just our life experiences. And you know, if we have fear of a card, I believe that that's a projection of something that we need to look into. So like if I have a fear of, let's say, the Tower card, you know, where is that fear coming from? What's going on in my life right now that I feel like I would be like just totally devastated if things were to change, and maybe I'm holding on to things a little too tightly, like the devil card, and maybe I just need a release just a little bit. So anyway, I look forward to seeing what other people's answers were, and like I said, I hope that you understood what I was trying to say. That's it for me. If you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And hey, if you want to catch a reading with me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com, and I'll catch you spiritual homies tomorrow for day 25. All right, so I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.